To write the equation of a linear function, normally we're going to look for slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, because that's the easiest form to graph from, so most likely that's the form that we would like. So if we want to write the linear equation in slope-intercept form with slope of -3 and y-intercept of -10, well, in that formula, m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So in this problem, we have that the y-intercept b is -10 and that the slope is -3. So we just plug in those two values and we get y equals -3x plus -10, or just -10. And that is our equation in slope-intercept form, y equals -3x minus 10. Now we can also write a linear equation if we don't necessarily have all of the information yet that we need. For example, number 2, write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form with slope of -2 that goes through the point 6, -1. We can still find this linear equation, we just need to go about it a different way. And there are two main methods that we could use. The first one is using what's called point-slope form. That is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, where m is the slope and x1, y1 is a point on the line. So since we have the slope, which is -2, we can go ahead and plug that in for m. And then this point we use as x1, y1, so the point that the line goes through. So y1 is -1 and x1 is 6. So we have y minus -1 equals -2 times x minus 6. And then we simplify that equation. Y minus -1 is y plus 1 equals -2 times x minus 6. Then we distribute the -2 to get -2x plus 12. And then we solve for y by subtracting 1 from both sides to get y equals -2x plus 11. Now this is in slope-intercept form, which is the form we're looking for. The other method is to just start with that form, which is y equals mx plus b. We plug in the slope that we have, which is -2 for m. So we know our equation is going to be y equals -2x plus some b, but we don't know the b value yet. And then we plug in our point x1, y1 for x and y, and we solve for the b value. So that would look like -1 equals -2 times x, which is 6, plus b, which is not known. And then we solve for b. So this is -1 equals -2 times 6 is -12 plus b. To solve for b, we would add 12 to both sides to get 11 equals b. So that means our y-intercept is 11. Plugging that now back into this slope-intercept form that we started, that would be y equals -2x plus 11. So you can see that using either method, we reach the same answer, so both are valid.